Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I will talk about Idaho. Idaho is located in the northwestern part of the continental United States. The state has towering mountains, vast evergreen forests, high waterfalls, and steep canyons. Most of the state lies in the rugged highlands of the Rocky Mountains. The poet-journalist Jackie Miller told a Shoshone Indian exclamation Idaho in newspaper account that he was the first to simplify the spelling to Idaho. As a whole, the Idaho means sun up. Nicknames for Idaho: Gem of the Mountains include the Panhandle State for the long northern extension to Canadian border, and Gem State for the Gem of the Mountains. People call the state Gem of the Mountains, and sometimes they call the spot state. The spot means potato. The Idaho potato is one of the best known farm products in the United States. And the state has very favorable business climate as well. At one point, the state has Idaho was almost called Montana. The final name may have been influenced by a United American congressman who was asked to suggest an Idaho name. Most sources indicate that he simply coined an Indian-sounding word. Look at this picture. This is the state flag of Idaho. The state flag did not agree for 20 years. It was adopted in 1997. The flag is supposed to be blue. This model was widely This model was widely This model was widely despite the fact that it was technically illegal. The population of Idaho is 1,011,986 people. Idaho is a very wonderful state. If you visit there, you can enjoy nature. That's all. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I researched the District of Columbia. The District of Columbia and Washington are the same area. The District of Columbia is abbreviated to DC. These are called Washington, D.C. Washington is the capital of the United States, and the District of Columbia is the area ruled by the federal government. These are the same area. Washington, D.C. is in the eastern part of the United States. The area is about 179 square kilometers. The population is about 600,000. About 30% of the population is white and 65% is black. Most of the blacks were poor. Washington, D.C. is losing the population, but poor people are rising. The climate is not present very much. Spring and fall are present but short. Summer is hot, winter is severe. There are many winds in Washington, D.C. I will tell you about the history. Washington, D.C. was not the capital. First, Washington, D.C. was not the capital. First, the capital was New York, and second was Philadelphia. The capital was moved from Philadelphia to Washington on December the 1st in 18. It was George Washington, the first president, who decided the place of the capital. Of course, Washington was named after George Washington. The District of Columbia was named after Christopher Columbus, who discovered America in 1492. I will draw a rough map. This is the Potomac River. River です。The east side of the river is the state of Maryland. The west side is the state of Virginia. The capital would be square with 10 miles on each side and the pointed north, south, east, west. But the land of the Virginia was returned. Now this is the map of Washington, an irregular shape. In 1982, the people of the District of Columbia decided the establishment of the state of New Columbia, but the federal government did not approve it. The federal government have kept during the federal government, the District of Columbia. This is the White House. It is in the center of the Washington, D.C. This is the Washington Monument.
Okay, time's up. Time's up.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Today I will talk you about the Ice of Man. The Ice of Man is in the Irish Sea, between Northern Ireland and United Kingdom. The capital is Douglas. The population of the island is 66,000 people. The name of the island Man is believed came from the word man. Man meaning mountain. The natives of the island are known as Mans. In the island are a lot of ruins of the Stone Age, and they was built Man's Museum and Library. The climate is mild. In the Ice Age, the island is covered in glacier. The mountains and the seaside is beautiful. A lot of tourists go to the island. More than 500,000 of people go to the island every year. The industries of the island is tourism and farming. The farming is the sheep. They have a large number of sheep and cows. Because the export of sheep is very important part of the farming. They could the 70% of the island is cultivated field. A big part is pasture. and they cultivate potatoes. They cultivate potatoes. And in the fishery, beside the fish herring, the fish in industry yields scallops. The capital is in the north, in the south of the island, and the population is 20,000 people. And the capital of the name, the capital Douglas takes the name of the Dew and Glass rivers. In the island are highest point. And the highest point is the mountain Snaffle. There are a lot of plants that will not grow in United Kingdom, flourish in the Isle of Man, fuchsias, dragon palms are common in the island. The best known animal is the man's cat. The man's cat is a rare species because the cats have no tail, but the original cat is in Malaysia. Rare seabirds are found in the Gulf of Man. The Gulf of Man is a small island in the south of the Isle of Man. The Douglas is a port line from United Kingdom, plane between United Kingdom and Douglas Port. Passengers to the Isle of Man may travel by sea from United Kingdom and the United Kingdom and Irish ports.
Right, time is up.
It's all. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. When my report on assignment decided by lottery, I didn't imagine about Tennessee. I researched for Tennessee. I will talk about Tennessee. Look at this picture. Tennessee is the middle of the United States. The area is about 600,000. The state area 34th the state area in the United States. Tennessee can divide into three areas: east, middle, and west. East Tennessee have a great mountains national park. The park is high and high and high. And those picture, please those picture, look at those picture. Those picture are Tennessee, the beautiful of nature. Tennessee
He's looking
the
on
land
notes.
of Tennessee where Cherokee Indians used to live. So the Tennessee named from after Indians were Tennessee. Tennessee has the various nicknames. The most popular nickname is the Frontier States. And when the war of broke out in 1812 and Mexican War break out, and a number of Tennessee were frontier village service. Military service. So Tennessee is called the frontier state for commemoration. I hope I cannot know about Tennessee or Tennessee just only seeing books. So I want to go to Tennessee someday. I want to know about Tennessee before, more than before. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I researched Tasmania Island. Do you know Tasmania Island? This is Australia. Tasmania is here. This is Tasmania. Tasmania is the smallest continent in Australia. It has a lot of small Iceland. Small island. The area of Tasmania is 64,408 square kilometers. The area which contains the other island is 67,800 square kilometers. It does not fill the 1% area of Australia. The capital is Hobart. The population in Tasmania is 402,800 people. Tasmania has a lot of mountains. It has the western part, the central part, and the eastern part. The western part is steep mountainous district. The central part has a lot of lakes. The eastern part has a lot of mountains too. The climate of Tasmania is a lot of rain. The location of Tasmania is mid-latitude. The temperature of Tasmania is very cool. Tasmania was discovered by Tasman in 1642. The capital Hobart has a university. The state library in there. Tasmania produces fruits and meat. I want to go there someday. Thank you.
Everyone. I did research on the Channel Islands. This island is near This island in the English Channel French coast, the English Channel, which is lie between French coast and the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Look at this picture. The Channel Islands is here. これだけです。見えます？The Channel Islands have about six islands. Their names are Jersey, Guernsey, Alderney, Sark, Ham, and Jesso. And the island, the population of these islands, the total population of these islands about 140,000, and that in island take up 194 square kilometers. It is almost the same size to the Miyako Island. The Miyako Island take up about 198 square kilometers. And Jersey Island's population is about 80,000, and the area is
Ryoko, no notes. Ryoko,
160 square kilometers, and it is the largest of the Channel Islands. And Guernsey, the second is Guernsey. Guernsey and Jersey cows are famous for they produce more and better creams. Than any other breed. The third is Alderney.
Hi, time's up.
Good morning, everyone. I researched about Christmas Island. Today, I tell you about it. Please look at this map. Christmas Island is very small island in the Indian Ocean, 224 south of the island of Java and 870 miles northwest of Australia. Christmas Island is tropical rainy season between November and April. The highest point on the island is Mary Hill. The main place and important port island is at Flying Fish Cove. Next, I'll tell you about the population. The population in 1984 was about 3,000. It's only 1/3, which is female. About 60% Chinese and 25% Malay. They are various recreation mainly. Christmas Island, the main distillery is the phosphate mining. The phosphate mining is made here. It's found by John Murray. First sighted in 1615 by Richard Rodd, master of the Thomas. The island was named on Christmas Day, 1643. In a by gift. After a long time, during World War II, the island occupied by the Japanese. In 1958, the island became an Australian territory. Now we are able to go to by the ship from Australia, Singapore, and Cocos Island. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to tell you about Minnesota. Minnesota is located at the middle north of America. Origin of Minnesota from a name of river that runs through this state. Look at this map. This is America and this is Minnesota. Minnesota is located between Wisconsin and Dakota. Winter in Minnesota is cold and long because the wind is blowing from Canada. All rivers and lakes have trees and a great deal snow, but people enjoy skiing and skating. Summer is hot, however it is being mild because it often has thunderstorms. This is Minnesota's summer and winter. This is summer and this is winter. Its population is 4,480,034. It ranks 19th in America. Minnesota has some nicknames, that is North Star State, Gopher State, and Land of 10,000 Lakes. Of course, it has a lot of lakes. Can you see this one? This is Minnesota, and there is a lot of lakes in Minnesota. State bird is loon. This is the state bird. Our capital city is St. Paul. There is Minneapolis near this city. Minneapolis is a big city. It looks like St. Paul. St. Paul and Minnesota located at each other from St. Paul's population is 272,235, and Minneapolis is 363,383. St. Paul grew up the real city. many beautiful parks and large streets and houses are filled with quiet atmosphere. Now, I would like to close my speech by saying this. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I examined about the states of Maine. Today, I will tell you about this state. Do you know the states of Maine? Never in my life have I known about this state, but now I know anything about this state. If you have a question about this state, you may ask me. I think that you can turn to account me. Look at this map. The state of Maine lies the most northeastern state in the United States. The area is 79,939 square kilometer, and it means that Maine is 39th largest state in the United States. The population is 1,227,928, and it means that there has 38 large population in the United States. I introduce state symbols in the Maine states of Maine. State flower is white pine, cone, and tassel. State tree is white pine. State bird is chickadee. State seal is shield shore moose. At foot of pine tree. On left of shield palmer. On right sailor The motto is I reject or guide. The state song is this state has a song which is named Maine of States. Thank you. Hello everyone. Today I read a paper about in Alaska. Alaska is located at the northwest end of in North America. It is so far away from the rest of the United States. The state of Alaska covers an area of 591,004 square miles. It is the largest of the states in size. The land is 4 times as large as Japan. There are the Arctic Ocean and the Bering Sea in the west, and there is the Pacific Ocean in the south. Moreover, Alaska touches Yukon in Canada and British Columbia to the east. Only 551,947 people live in Alaska, and the second smallest in population. But it is getting large population year by year. The state Alaska became the 49th states on January 3rd, 1959. Alaska's nicknames are the Land of the Midnight Sun and America's Last Frontier. Alaska has a lot of state symbols. First of all, it has Alaska's flag. The flag was made by a 13-year-old American Indian boy. I felt like that the flag is very beautiful. The other state symbols are Sitka spruce, king salmon, gold, nickel, dog mashing, forget-me-not, and willow ptarmigan. Anchorage is by far the largest city in Alaska. Fairbanks is Alaska's second largest city. Juneau is capital. It is also famous for Mendenhall Glacier. This is Mendenhall Glacier. Alaska is a land of two seasons. One is summer. The other season is winter. We can see aurora in winter. I want to see aurora very much. I think that Alaska is very good place. I want to go Alaska after research it. Thank you.
I'll explain to you about Washington State from now. First, I tell you about the state profile. The state lies the northwest end of 48 states of the American mainland and faces the Canada border and the Pacific Ocean. The Cascade Range stretches north and south. There is a Columbia Basin on the east side. The Coast Range, which contains the Olympic National Park, ranges along the Pacific Ocean shore. The Cascade Range is forest area and the wood such as Douglas fir is produced. Puget Sound is an arm of the sea running deep into the land. There is a Canada border on the north side, Oregon State on the south side, and Idaho State on the east side. Olympia is the capital of this state. This state is 17,264 square kilometers in the area. It is 20th in the whole America. The population is about 430 million. It is also 20th in the whole America. It was admitted to United States as 42nd on November 11th in 1889. WASH. This stands for Washington State. The state motto is by and by. This is the state bird. The name is Willow Goldfinch. This is the state fish. The name is steelhead trout. This is the state tree. The name is western hemlock. This is the state flower. The name is coast rhododendron. The staple products are wheat, potato, apples, hops, and so on. It was named Washington State for George Washington, who is the first president. It is popularly known as the Evergreen State because there are a lot of forest areas and the evergreen trees such as pear and pine grow thick. It is popularly known as the Chinook State because of Chinook tribe and Chinook sorghum. The name of the state people is Washingtonian. Next, I tell you about cities and towns. Here is Seattle. It is a business and industrial town. There are Puget Sound on the west side and Lake Washington on the east side. There are also Green Lake and Lake Union in the city. It is water and his town flowed with canals. Because there are 7 hills in the city, it is called the City of 7 Hills. Moreover, it is called the City of Eternal Views, the Gateway to Alaska, and the Queen City of the Pacific. It was named Seattle for Sian, who was the chief of local Indian. Here is Olympia. It is called the birthplace and the capital of Evergreen State. The place was named. It was named Olympia for Mount Olympus, which is on the north of the town. Now I finish my oral report. Thanks for your listening.
I examined about the state of Iowa. Today I will introduce about this state. With its wooded hills, large rivers, and gently rolling prairies, Iowa is indeed a beautiful land. It's also a rich land with about 1,000 of top-grade farmland in the United States. Please look at this map. This is the map of America. This is the state of Iowa. Iowa is central plain of America. It's between the Mississippi River and Missouri River. The capital of the state is Des Moines. These are state symbols. This is the state flag of Iowa. This is the state seal. This is the state seal of Iowa. This is the state bird is eastern goldfinch. The state flower is wild rose. The state tree is oak.
Stop talking.
The nickname of Iowa is Forky State. The colors of state are white and red and blue. These are flag colors. And the origin of name is probably from an Indian word from an Indian word meaning I O W A. This is the place with or the beautiful round. Long years ago, there were many Indians in Iowa. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Today I would like to teach you about Alabama State. Alabama is a southern state of America. It borders north by Tennessee, east by Georgia, south by Florida, and west by Mississippi. It faces the Gulf of Mexico. Alabama's nickname is Heart of Dixie because it lies in the southern state of Alabama. Dixie means a southern state of America. The area of Alabama is 133,916 square kilometers. This graph is growth of population in Alabama. In 1820, the population is 127,901. In 1988, 4,102,000. It is increasing year by year. Alabama is warm climate. The average temperature is 9.4 centigrade in January and 27.5 centigrade in July. It rains much there.
Stop talking.
Alabama has 4 national forests. Here. We can hunt for turkey and deer, fish in the wonderful river and lakes, and camp and picnic these places. which is dark color soil stretches through the center of Alabama. It was a center of cotton producing, but now it is a center of cattle and poultry production. The Appalachian Highlands is located the northern half of Alabama. It gave rise to the iron and coal steel industry at Birmingham. Birmingham is known as town of steel manufacturing. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I would like to tell you about Arizona. Arizona is located at southwest of America. Now about 80,000 of American Indians stay there from ancient times. In 1598, it was a Spanish territory. At that time, in 1843, it belonged to Mexico. In 1853, it was purchased south of Gila River. In 1863, it was separated from New Mexico, and 1912 it became a state of 40 states. Arizona has an area of 296 and 400 square kilometers. The population is about 4 million. Arizona has two names of means. Arizona has two states, two mean of states name. There are Grand Canyon states and Apache states.これアリゾナのニックネームです。で間違ってごめんなさい。ア
Arizona has two means of a state's name. There are Arizona in Spanish and I don't read in America. I don't read it, 読めません. In Americans, Indians language. Yeah. Because its climate is dry and precipitation is 500 or less, and in southwest is 100 or less. 次が次 Next, I will talk about capital of the state. Capital of the state's name is Phoenix. The population is about 1 million. It looked at center southwest of Arizona. The name Phoenix comes from Egypto myths. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I would like to talk about weathers. This is a map of England. This is a map of United Kingdom. The name of this island is Great Britain. The Wales is located this place, which is painted in red. This is a map of Wales. Wales lies to the north and west by the Irish Sea, the south by the Bristol Channel, and west by the Cardigan Bay, and east by the England. Its north to south length is about 220,000 kilometers, and east to west length is about 180,000 kilometers. Its area is about 20,000 square kilometers. Look at this paper. This is the size of Okinawa, and the Wales is this big. Wales is about 10 times the size of Okinawa. Wales classified three groups. They are North Wales, seaboard area, and mountain district. The population of Wales is about 2,750,000. The mountain district is not populous. The population density is less than 14 people in 1 square kilometers. Wales is region of heavy rainfall. In the mountain district, it is more than 3,000 precipitation over a year. But Wales is also a region of warmer because Wales lies to the west side of Britain. This is the climate of Cardiff. Cardiff is the capital. The average temperature of summer is less than 20 centigrade, and in winter is more than 0 centigrade. The average temperature of a year is 10.1 centigrade, and the precipitation of a year is 1,043 millimeters. The Cardiff is known to the youngest capital of Europe. There are many interesting spots there. For example, the Cardiff Castle is one of them. This is Cardiff Castle. Wales has more than 100 castles. The National Rugby Stadium is Wales has the National Rugby Stadium. This is the rugby stadium. The rugby is Welsh active sports. I want to go there and to see the real Wales. Thank you for listening.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I studied Mississippi about Mississippi of the United States. I will tell you about it. Mississippi is located in the southeastern section of the United States. Alabama lies to the east and Tennessee to the north. Where is Mississippi? Yeah. So Mississippi, the capital of Mississippi is Jackson. The west of the Great Mississippi River runs. Do you know Mississippi River? Mississippi River is well known. Mississippi has an area of 123,584 Mississippi has a Mississippi population of it is 2,342,592. Mississippi River has a total length of 3,780 kilometers. The basin area of 3,248,000 Mississippi included cotton area.
Everyone. I looked up about Prince Edward Island in my essay. Do you know this island?
No.
To tell the truth, I have never known it until I'm 16 years old. Prince Edward Island is located the southeast of Canada. It has an area of 5,680 square meters. And Prince Edward Island branches of 3 states. From the east, Kings, Queens, Prince, and the capital of Prince Edward Island is Charlottetown. It has a population of 60,000, and the Prince Edward Island is population of 765 over 1991. It occupies 0.5% of all the population of Canada. In them, the population is increasing year by year. And
No notes. No notes.
and the economy of Prince Edward Island is supported by sightseeing. Tourists is increasing year by year. The reason why tourists can have enough time to go on a trip and have a time to spend free. The main sightseeing route is musical. The title of musical is Red Soil. We can say it Akage no An in Japanese. Do you know it? The sense of this story is Prince Edward Island. This story based on writer's experience of her childhood. I think Prince Edward Island is very beautiful place all over the world because the nature is never changed. Even the scenery is never changed even now. So in this story, Anne said Prince Edward Island is the most beautiful place all over the world. I think so too. Thank you for listening.
It's Taiko Shimoto. Class number is 43. I excited about Scotland. Scotland is next to England, and there are the Solway Bay and Cheviot Hills between Scotland and England. There is the Cheviot Hills. The capital of Scotland is Edinburgh. Here is Edinburgh. Scotland is about 78,775 square kilometers in area. And the population of Scotland is 5 millions. Long time ago, people who were Scots moved to live in southwest of Scotland, and the southwest called Scotia. So it became to to Scotland. Scotland has traditional wine. Scotland is small, but it has much nature and many animals live there. Do you know Scatman's John? Scatman's John was born in Scotland. His song is very famous in Japan. I like his song. His song is very popular. And do you know Peter Rabbit? Peter Rabbit was born. Peter Rabbit's story was born in Scotland. Thank you.
Everyone, I will tell you about Ontario. This is Ontario. Ontario is the most populous and second largest province of Canada. Ontario is 1,070,000 square kilometers in area, often called heart of English-speaking Canada. It stretches about 100 miles from east to west and 150 miles from north to south. Ontario is hill region. The climate is warm summers and cold winter in the south. In the north is cool summers and cold winter. This is Ontario's temperature and rainfall. The average temperature in this area of 8 point and
8.3 degrees C. The rainfall is 782 millimeters. Ontario means land stands by waterside. It's Canadian Indian words. The 80% of the people lives in cities cross U.S. border. Ontario has a large number of livestock farms in Canada. This is Ontario's agriculture. Now, the farm of 28% is doing cow breeding, other corn culture, and dairy, hogs, and vegetable culture. Ontario is rich in natural resources. It is copper, silver, gold, and iron. So Ontario has been called. Having finished my report, I learned a lot of things. Thank you.